I didn't want to make this video. I'm pretty embarrassed about it. Hey everybody, welcome back to Dogwood Hill Homestead. Thank you so much for tuning in. I know it's been a little while since I put a video up. So a lot of things have happened since my last video. I don't know if you can tell by the background, but this cage just a few days ago was full of quail. And today we're down to 5. We lost 17 quail in one day. Now, I really didn't want to make this video because I'm really not happy about this. I don't know what happened. I have some ideas about what I think happened, but I'm not real sure. But let me just give you the overview of what's going on here. This is my workshop, and the quail in the corner of my workshop. Now, this is an insulated workshop. There is a window unit air conditioner in the shop that stays on. The thermostat's set on 80 degrees. And also there was a fan. I had a fan also right here next to the cage, blowing on the cages to keep the temperature regulated. So we had some very hot heat indexes last week. And last Tuesday morning, I came here, came into my shop, fed all my quail. All my quail were healthy. They were eating, they were laying, everything was fine. I come home Tuesday afternoon, and I had 17 quail no longer with me. Let's just put it that way. I don't know what happened. When we got back into the shop, it was hot in here, hotter than normal, but I had a batch of 8 baby quail chicks that I hatched out that sat over on my workbench behind, straight in front of me and behind you. They were fine, no losses there, and they're now in this cage over here. But when I came over to the cage behind me, I had 17 that were expired. Air conditioner was still blowing cold air. Fan was still on. It was warmer in here than normal, but our heat index that day was about 115 degrees. I'm not exactly sure what happened. I have an idea, and I can't prove this idea, but I believe that something must have happened to the air conditioner during that day. Either the air conditioner somehow quit and miraculously came back on, or the power went out, or something. But I do believe that there was some kind of malfunction with the air conditioner. But needless to say, the damage has been done. We're down to just 5 quail, 5 adult quail. Now, like I said, I'm really not sure as to what happened. There's been a lot of theories that people have suggested. Some suggest that possibly it could have been a snake got in here and suffocated the birds, but was not able to eat them. I don't know. I tend to think more it was a heat stroke. Needless to say, I was very upset. I'm still upset because I've got a lot of time and money invested in these birds, and I can't help but feel a little bit responsible. I really thought that the air conditioner would be enough to keep these birds comfortable. They had plenty of water. Nothing has changed. Same food that they've been eating for the whole time they've been here. Water is fine. I filled the water fresh that morning. Everything was a-okay. I'm not sure what happened, but I'm going to chalk it up and say that it was more than likely something happened to the AC. Now, luckily, this was really a blessing. I got the idea the day before to set aside some eggs to incubate. My nephew is graduating from basic training the middle of this month, and he wants to try some quail. So I'm planning on having a big quail supper for my nephew in his honor, and so I wanted to raise another batch, so to make sure that I had enough to have this massive quail feast for him. So that's the reason I had these. The eight chicks that I had hatched out just hatched a couple days before this happened, and then I actually put some. I had some set aside to go in the incubator. I actually had 24 or 25 eggs, I think, set aside to be incubated. Those are in the incubator right now. So that was really a blessing, because it really just about wiped me out. Matter of fact, I believe the 5 that I have left. And here's another mystery. I'm almost positive that Wednesday I came out here and collected 3 eggs Wednesday. Almost positive that I collected 3 eggs. That would be the next morning after I lost the quail. Since that day, we have gotten 0 eggs. Now, I am a newbie when it comes to quail, but what I do have here, I have 1 of my tuxedo quail that is left, that survived, and I have 4 jumbo quail. I have 2 jumbo quail that are clearly males. They have the red chest, but the other 2 appear to be females. So maybe I'm wrong, and that is very likely. Or maybe there is something that is getting in here and getting these eggs. I don't know. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the ones that I believe are females. I'm going to take them out, and I'm going to put them in my DIY cage here that has the small hardware, has a 1/2-inch hardware cloth, and see if we get eggs. If we don't get eggs, we'll just chalk it up to all that I have left are males. If I do get eggs, then we've got a problem, because something is getting in here and getting after the eggs. I don't know if there's a snake. I don't know how the snake would have gotten in. My shop is is tight. There's no holes. There's no gaps. But you never know. So that's where we are right now. And like I said, I'm pretty upset about this. I'm kind of mad at myself a little bit, because I should have had a backup plan. I've gotten a lot of negativity, especially on social media. I'm in a lot of groups, and so I posted my problem, because at the time I did not know, and I got a lot of negativity. I got a lot of people, saying, well, if I would have given them lettuce to eat, then they wouldn't have. If I would have given them ice cubes, and they wouldn't. And so, I don't know. Some people, did offer some help and some ideas. I feel guilty. I feel bad that kind of happened in my watch, that I didn't have a backup system. And so, speaking of that, this is what I'm going to do going forward. What I did that day is I added another fan. You can see I've got a big box fan suspended here that is right next to the cage, that is blowing fresh air in, and still have the AC running. I lowered the AC down to 75 degrees, but the fan seems to be doing better. The birds seem to be doing a little bit better. Now, moving forward, my plan is to build another structure. Get them out of my shop. I want to build a simple, small 8x8 pole barn with wire sides and a roof, so that they can, and put it in the shade. That way there can be airflow all around, because all of my animals outside, all of my chickens, no losses there, no problems with the heat there. So that is going to be my ultimate goal, is to get these birds outside where they can get more airflow, because in this shop, if that AC does fail, then these birds don't really stand a chance. There's not enough ventilation in here. So that is my plan. That is what we're planning on doing going forward. Now, like I said, I do have these chicks here that are about a week and a half old. I do have these adult birds behind me that may or may not be all males, and I have about 25 eggs in the incubator. So, you know, and that's a blessing, because I could have, if not, I would have had to start all over from scratch. I would have had to go back and buy, either find chicks again or buy hatching eggs. So it is a blessing that I did had the forethought, and I'm not going to take credit for it. It was a God thing, that I did set those eggs aside to be incubated and did hatch out these others. I didn't want to make this video. I made a mistake, and there's nothing I can do now but learn from it. And I believe I have. I believe we've made changes in here, and there's some more changes to be made in the near future. Now, we do have a break in the temperatures. We've been in the upper 90s for several days. The past few days, we've been in the mid 80s for the high. That's why I could be out here with the air conditioner not running, making a video, is because it's not 115 degrees in here. But guys, I just want to let you know what was going on. I know it's been a while since we had a video. I do have a new video coming. I have a new incubator. I just bought a brand new incubator, and before I do a video on it, I'm testing it. It is running right now, and you know, I always hate whenever I'm researching a product and trying to find out if it's a good product. You know, watch a video review, and they're taking it out of the box. They have, you know, and they have no experience using it or whatsoever. That always kind of frustrates me, because I really want to hear from somebody that has experience with the product. So I'm running a batch of chicks. They've got about 14 days to go. And then when they hatch out, then I will do a video on the incubator, letting you know how it works. But I'll tell you right now, the incubator that I bought is the Coop X. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, if it's Coops or Coop X, but it is the Coop X 30 egg incubator. Pretty happy with it. But that video will be up soon, probably middle to end of the month. I do want to thank you guys for watching this little short video. If you have any idea what may have happened, I'd love to hear about it. Just thank you guys for all your support. Thank you so much for watching the videos. It does mean a lot. Leave us a comment below. We respond to every comment on our page, and we love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Have a great day. I'll see you on the next one, Lord willing, and the creek don't rise.